What's up, folks? Thanks for stopping by. Jorge and Nito here, surviving through the second phase of bubonic plague. Welcome back. Today we are discussing a different kind of bottom deal here on our 2-minute tutorial segment. A segment where I've given up on making the video 2 minutes a long time ago. But the point of it is to offer something short and sweet, and I think I got that for you today, guys. Short and sweet because we all have attention spans that... Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, rubber band magic. No. This is a bottom deal that you see people do. This is just the way I do it. It is not this right here, where you're doing this weird Star Trek thing with a pack of cards and you're buckling one of these cards and pushing it over. That's not the bottom deal that I do. There are people out there who make that look really good. That's not me. For one, I can't do that. But two, that's what I meant. But two, when you see someone hold a pack of cards in this manner, you know at some point a bottom deal is about to be dealt. Now granted, Mr. Joe Schmo Spectator may not be privy to this and it might just fly. But I bet Joe Schmo Spectator plays euchre on Monday nights with his family. And Grandpa Spectator doesn't deal the cards like this. Neither does his dad or any of his family when it comes their turn to deal, because this is just a weird way to deal cards. Okay, and so my whole argument against this is kind of unnatural looking. Now I say that knowing that there are a bunch of you guys out there who can just kill it. You can slay an awesome bottom deal. That's just not me, and I know a lot of people who they just can't do it either, even though they try. And that's just the reality of things. So, and it starts like this. You have whatever cards you want on the bottom, false shuffle, maintain the stack. And so I got it in this grip, pinky down here, 2 fingers right here, index on the top, thumb on the side. I'm pushing over, and I'm coming in and pinching with my middle finger and thumb. And I'm almost plucking it off the deck, but not really, because we don't want the spectator to think like, hey, we're down here somehow able to get a peek. But just enough to kind of flare it up and place it down. Just like that. That's a natural way of dealing. I think it looks fair. And so, what you want to do is make the second action, the bottom deal, look identical to that, as identical as possible. So, it should look like this. Now, if I did that right, yeah, well, I didn't deal the 5th card, which would have been the ace. But you see what I mean. So basically, the bottom deal is this. I'm pushing over a top card, but I'm coming in as if I'm going to pluck it up and just kind of flare it up and place it down. But I'm grabbing this card underneath. And I'm using my thumb to pull this card and align it, flare up the bottom card just like I would when I do a legit top deal, place it on the bottom, and I'm pulling the deckhand away simultaneously. So once I get this right here, a few things are happening. I'm bringing this card back, I'm going down with the deck, I'm bringing up the card, so there's some depth perception manipulation happening. The idea is they see this card pushed over, and the next thing they see is this bottom card flared up, and it looks like their card. Alright guys, that was my version of the bottom deal. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Is this something that you do? Do you do a version of this in some form, some way? Do you do the Star Trek version? The regular bottom deal that most people do? If so, tell me about it. What are your thoughts? Also, some last tips. Borderless decks obviously are going to work best. It'll look like the cards are melting into one another. They don't know where one card ends and another begins. And also, one last thing too. Whenever you're dealing this, be mindful of your angles. You want your spectator wants you want them kind of to your right. And so will this work like this? Probably not. But remember, whenever you're doing this, it's important to pull this deckhand away and down. So, and that really does give it the illusion that it comes off the top. Guys, I hope you got something out of that. Stay tuned for some interesting videos coming this weekend. Stick around. Jorge Anito here signing off. God bless.